Hello Reg readers, today we're at Rackspace, 10-year-old company, but now it's grown up to be one of the biggest hosters in the world. Now, let me go to my stats here. There's 14,000 servers in this data center here, and there's 66,000 across the world. The customers, they include, in the UK, people like the Ministry of Defence, Lloyds TSB, and the Register. Among the statistics, there's 5,000 meters squared of data center space, and there are 1,493 buttons that, even though I have my creds, I am specifically not allowed to press. However, I have Gary here with me. Gary, welcome.
Welcome, thank you.
Yeah, welcome to the Reg, and he's allowed to press all these buttons, so we're going to go off and have a look around the data center. Come on, Gary, let's go.
So, Gary, where have you brought me to in the building now? So we're in the Rackspace's UK deployment of the cloud. So this is this installation.
This is the cloud.
This is the cloud in the UK. It's over about 1,100 servers that we brought live in January of this year.
It's quite noisy in here.
Yes, so we're in a data hall. What you're hearing at the minute is the way that we use to cool all of the servers. It's called the hot aisle, cold aisle. So we're pumping out huge volumes of cold aisle to then go into the servers and cool them down.
Okay, well let's find out how this works then. So Ben, this is your cloud, isn't it? How much cloud is there here?
There's 5 huddles, which is about 1,000 servers. And basically there's in each huddle is about 5 tons worth of servers. So there's a lot of work.
It's about 15 tons worth of servers, and are they all live? Is this real business going on here?
Real business, real customers. Customers are working away on this right now.
So if I just lean over and I just
Yeah.
Okay, now that's a lot of setup and a lot of deployment. How do you do this?
It starts basically with the facilities team, provisioning, so we've got the power ready, we've got the generator capacity, moving up towards inventory, receiving all these servers. Each huddle's about 5 tons worth, so they have to unpack it, move it up here, unpack it all, and we have to rack it all. We also have to work with the production team.
This has been in place for what, a year now, is it?
It's probably been up here working for about 8-9 months. It's been in production since January.
Mm-hmm. And are you still building onto this, or do you have enough capacity now?
We have enough capacity just now, but we're always looking to build more, just so that we're staying well ahead of the curve, so that if somebody comes along and says, I want to buy a huge amount, we've got the space to go, yeah, not a problem, and we can carry on going.
There's a beautiful breeze coming up for us here.
Yes.
This is keeping the whole thing cool.
Yeah.
And so how do you make sure that you can keep all of this cool?
We know how much one of these uses, we know the cooling capacity, we know everything about what this does. We therefore know how much we need to provide for it. So we just work on kind of capacity management, going, this is what we need, and working on towards that.
And so deploying cloud, this is more difficult than doing the standard hosting data center operation?
It's actually easier because it's all the same. All we're doing is grabbing a whole load of servers, putting them in a rack, and setting them up away. And with automation nowadays, we're moving towards being able to just put them in and leave them, not touch them again, and it's all handled remotely.
Just like deploying it, never touching them again?
It's all handled by somebody else, somewhere else, or automatically.
And what's going to happen in the future with this? Is this going to get easier still?
What we're doing is actually bringing these with everything in the cab already. Currently, there's about 116 different components in each cab that we have to manually put in. What we're looking towards is getting them on a pallet, come in, we push them in, plug in the networking, plug in the power, and away we go. There's no hands-on involvement from us.
Yeah, anyone can do that, then we don't need you in the future.
Well, we still have little bits and pieces to do.
All right, well, I hope they keep you busy. Thanks
very
much.
They definitely do.
So, Owen, you're going to explain to me about Rack Connect. Now, as I understand it, that bridges the worlds of like ordinary hosting and the cloud.
That's right,
What does it do?
Essentially, it's a local copper connection in a customer's managed hosting solution, which allows them to plug into the Rackspace cloud. So they can spin up new servers in their existing solution very quickly and seamlessly. It works very well for customers who have got bursty traffic at specific times during the year, sporting events, that kind of thing. So it's a quick and easy solution to scale their solution.
If I'm one of those customers, though, Owen, why don't I just transition over to the cloud anyway?
The cloud on its own doesn't necessarily suit all customers. Where they need dedicated hardware for back-end databases within their solution, a managed hosting solution may be more appropriate for them.
And Rack Connect is something that just Rackspace does at the moment.
It's unique to us at the moment, that's right, yeah. And it's proven very successful. We've got about 220 global customers using Rack Connect now.
All right, thank you. Owen, thank you very much.
Cheers.
I thought we'd go downstairs, but before we can do that, you need to put this on.
A hat. Thank you very much, Gary. Okay, Gary, well, I've put my hat on. What do you take me to see?
Well, with obviously the huge opportunity that comes with the cloud is we need to maintain the capacity. So what I thought is just show you some of the construction work we're doing at the minute to maintain that, to allow us to continue to grow our solutions.
Okay, Gary, why are you bringing me through here? There's nothing here.
Well, this is the next data hall. We're in the middle of construction. You can see we're in the early parts of it now with some of the chilled water going in. All the overhead services have already started to be put in place. So this cycle for this is approximately 6 to 8 months. So if you were to come back in about 3 or 4 months' time, this will look like a complete data hall that where we've just come from.
And I won't have to wear a hard hat when I come back here next time. How many servers are you going to get in here in the end?
This is probably going to be looking at somewhere in the region of 13,500 servers. Hard to imagine now, but that's the density.
It's completely impossible to imagine now. And you continually having to build out your servers here.
Absolutely, yes. With the success of Rackspace, one of the challenges and the opportunities for us, well, is just to continue to maintain that growth, providing all of these facilities to keep bringing all our customer solutions online.
And can you get enough power to power all the servers that you got here?
It's one of when we come to look for new data center space, that's where it takes time, is to find the sites that have enough power capacity. This facility has upwards of 15 MVA of capacity, which is a big chunk of power, and there's not many places that you can get that these days.
Okay, thank you.
After you.
Okay, Gary, what's the final stop on our tour here?
So just before I hand you over to Ricardo, I thought it'd be interesting for you to see UPS room. So this is a real essential component of data center operation that ensures that we maintain power to servers, that if we were to use the power off the street, the utility power. So it's very interesting, very loud, so we'll make it brief before we hand over to Ricardo.
Okay. Okay. My God, it is loud. Why have you brought me here, Gary?
I just wanted to show you some of the complexities that are in the real center of a data center operation. So this is the UPS room. And what this does is it's all the power that's coming off the street, the utility power, flows through UPS systems like this.
So everything that goes to the servers comes through here first?
Here. Absolutely.
Why do we need UPSs then?
Well, it's really a couple of roles that they provide. Is that if we were to lose power off the street, we've got to maintain power to the servers until our emergency generators kick in.
Which is, how long would that be?
The generators take a few minutes. On the UPS, currently with the current load, we can carry the load for about 20 to 25 minutes.
So you've got some giant batteries here?
Absolutely, just out the other room. And the other role that the UPS provide is that the power that comes off the street, this just helps to clean it up and take any fluctuations out before they get to the servers.
Okay, one more question. Why is it so loud?
It's part of the conversion. All the power is coming into here, is going from AC to DC, into the batteries, back to AC before it goes back up again. So that's the noise that's taking place there.
Okay, this has been very nice. I'd like to leave now, please.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Okay, so now we're going out of the hard hat area. I'm quite pleased. You take me up to the build room.
Yeah, so we're going to go up to the build room. This is where you're going to meet Ricardo, DC manager. Where the build room is where all of our data center operations take place. So that's the team that's responsible for building the servers and deploying them according to what our customer requirements are, but also then a team that works 24/7 to make sure they're on hand to respond to any issues that develop on the servers and to carry out maintenance.
So issues is basically when stuff breaks?
When stuff breaks, absolutely. Because one of our guarantees is that we'll replace hardware within 1 hour. So we need to have to make sure we've got the right people with the right skills on hand to support them. That's what Fanatical Support's about.
Is there going to be a big pile of spare parts and bits of wire up there?
There are some there, yes.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Terrific. Okay, let's go.